Order. Order. The Minister for Infrastructure is just going to pause, so the manager is under the standing was entitled to, and he's going to do so.
I didn't want to be there. Why would I want to go to that?
You may not be here if this continues. So
the PM's hectoring me.
That's okay. Just get to your point.
He's hectoring me, not the other way around.
Get to your point of order.
All right. So, look, Speaker, I take a point of relevance. In no way was he asked about coalition policy. The only thing he has answered this question about, the Prime Minister, is coalition policy.
Well,
so he was asked about modelling. Is he aware of any modelling that the Treasurer had done on any policy, any of the socialist policies? Yes, I wasn't invited. You're correct, Prime Minister.
Resume your seat. It's not an open mic session, Manager of Opposition Business. Resume your seat. Order. Order. Okay. People are entitled to raise the point of order. It was a very broad question, and the question was about any modelled views by Treasury on these proposals. The Leader of the Opposition, just going to dial it down. We're just going to get the Prime Minister to be directly relevant to the question. He can talk about opposition policies, but in terms of his answer, he's got to be directly relevant to the policy he was asked about.
I'm being directly relevant to what I was asked about, which was policy government members raised last week. Now, I know that after their things are a bit difficult there, but we saw the Manager of Opposition Business just say he didn't want to go to the round table. Well, the shadow talk to the bloke next to you, because he was there. He was there. He got an invite, and he was keen. He even came to drinks at the lodge, and he was very welcome. 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 And they also had, of course, a policy that they're trying to implement tonight: the higher taxes on the housing construction industry by abolishing build-to-rent. We want to assist the building of more homes. They want to abolish those concessions. They also, of course, went through with higher student debts for more than 3 million Australians, not proceeding with the 20% cut, bigger mortgages for tens of thousands of Australians because they said that abolished Help to Buy, higher power bills with the abolition of the cheaper home battery scheme, and more expensive training courses with the abolition of free TAFE. Those opposite actually went to an election arguing for higher taxes and bigger deficits. That is some achievement.
Concluded.
The parliamentary session turned fiery as the Speaker repeatedly called for order, reminding MPs that this was not an open mic session and insisting they stay focused on the question being asked. The opposition accused the Prime Minister of dodging the main question about Treasury's economic modelling and instead talking about coalition policy. The Speaker agreed the question was broad, but instructed the Prime Minister to keep his response directly relevant. The Prime Minister defended himself, insisting he was answering exactly what was asked, which related to policies raised by non-government members last week. He then took a swipe at the opposition, highlighting that while one member claimed he wasn't invited to a key policy roundtable, another from their own side did attend and even joined him for drinks at the lodge, something the PM used to ridicule their internal disagreements. Shifting to policy attacks, the Prime Minister accused the opposition of backing higher taxes on housing construction by abolishing build-to-rent concessions, increasing student debt by blocking a 20% cut, raising mortgage costs by scrapping the Help to Buy scheme, driving up power bills by ending the cheaper home battery program, and making education more expensive by abolishing free TAFE. He concluded by claiming the opposition went to the election promising higher taxes and bigger deficits, while his government remains focused on building more homes, lowering costs, and supporting Australians.